Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. So this is actually Uniform Resources' first time doing a live video. And the purpose of this live is to help people navigate on how to get started and how to use the resources that are at hand to help navigate a new 2019. So how to identify your needs. There's 5 objectives or 5 tasks that I want to focus on. So how to identify your needs. Are there goals you have in mind? There may be some goals that you have in mind that are personal goals, financial goals, spiritual goals, career-wise that you may want to obtain, or title-wise that you want to obtain. So those are some things that you can pretty much start on the basis of pointing out where you want to begin. So if it's a personal goal that you're aiming to meet, what does that personal goal look like? What is that? Identify what that personal goal is. If there is a financial goal that you are aiming to meet, what does that financial goal look like? And to help you meet that goal, what does it look like? Is it a dollar figure, or is it a raise or a promotion? What does that look like? Help you to identify what does a financial goal look like. Spiritual goal. What type of spiritual goal are you trying to obtain? Is it a closer relationship with God or the Creator? However you may define that spiritual goal will help you to be able to reach that goal. And then if there's something else outside of the 3 that I've named, what is it? Identify it. What is it? So that you're better prepared to access and meet that goal. So once you have identified what the goal or what the task is that you're trying to obtain in 2019, you want to envision yourself in that space. So this is just a mental picture of that space. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does my personal goal feel like to me? Mentally, see yourself walking that. Financially, see yourself in that position that you ultimately want to see yourself in. See yourself there already. Spiritual goal. Envision yourself at that point where you want to be spiritually, so that you can start lining yourself up. Once you have it mentally in your head, what you want to do, how you want to do it, either personal, financially, or spiritually, you're setting yourself up to be able to access those things that you're aiming to reach, those goals that you're aiming to reach. After you have identified your goals, identified the need that you're trying to meet in 20, or you're planning to meet, let's say planning to meet in 2019, and you're envisioning yourself in that space in 2019, what steps would it take to bring it to life? What steps do you have to take to bring that vision to the physical, where you can see it, where you can actually touch it, is more tangible to you? What are those steps? Do you have to do the research to know those steps? Do you need to write it down? It preferably would be nice for you to write it down, because now you're taking it from the mental standpoint and you're putting it on paper, which is starting the physical process of seeing those goals out loud or out on physical form. And then when you have the research or you bring it down, plan those steps that it would take. See yourself already from the vision to actually stepping in and you're putting forth that action of those goals. So what does that look like to you? What does that feel like for you? And start aligning yourself up in that area where you can access those things and meet those goals, because now you have a blueprint. When you have a blueprint, you have the steps that's needed to get you to point A, to point B, to point C, or however many steps in between that you need to take to get you to that place where you envision yourself in that space. So that space that you had envisioned yourself in, guess what? You are now physically walking in that space. So once you have identified your needs, that goal that you want to meet for 2019, and you envision yourself in that space for 2019, and you're setting the steps to get to that space for 2019, you need to celebrate those small victories, those small wins, as if they were big wins. Why you celebrate those small wins? Because throughout the process of engaging yourself to even identify the needs, to write down the needs that you're planning to meet for 2019, and then to envision that plan in place as if it was in the physical, and then also to take the necessary steps to write it out, to plan it out, and to research, if you need to be, to research how you can get there in the physical. It becomes a task that may seem overwhelming at times, may seem like it's far-fetched to even access those things. So every little bit that you do, even from step 1 to step 5, you're going to embrace it and you're going to celebrate those moments. Also, when you're celebrating those moments, it gives you a chance and an opportunity to enjoy it. If you're celebrating something on a daily basis of accomplishments, or even a monthly accomplishment, you're enjoying it. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Well, most likely you should be enjoying the process, because it's something that you want to obtain, that you need to obtain, and that would make you a better person than what you had started off as, or make you one step closer to that ultimate goal that you're looking forward to. So celebrating and embracing those first couple steps, hey, pat yourself on the back. You have started a process that many have started, and guess what? Many have stopped the process. The process may have felt overwhelming. They may not have had the support of family or friends, and they may not even know what to do or how to even start the process. So now that you have finished 1, identifying your needs, either spiritual, personal, financially, whatever that need is that you're identifying for 2019 that you want to meet, envision it. Envision it. Step into that space mentally, feel it, and embrace it mentally. And once you have done that and you see yourself walking in that space and working in that space or enjoying that space, write it down. Write down the steps. Write them down. Research what's needed. What do you have to do to obtain it? And go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Guess what? If you don't go for it, you're right back where you started from last year. 2018, you may have set some goals, then follow throughout the rest of the year. So 2019, let's make it different. Make an impact on 2019. Do something that you didn't do. Complete the goal. Complete the goal from January, or even now. You can start now and just finish it out throughout the whole year. Little small goals, steps to get you to ultimately your overall goal. Write it down. Number 4, celebrate it. Celebrate those wins. Celebrate those opportunities that you have given yourself to do the necessary work, to make the change that you're looking for, to give yourself the ultimate gift of accomplishing something that you long for, something that you're desiring to have. Give yourself that pat on the back. Be your cheerleader in 2019. 5, embrace your new 2019. Some of the steps from 1 to 5 to embracing your new 2019 may sound small. They may sound small. They may sound so simple. And that's good if they sound simple. Guess what? If they're that simple, you can complete the task. You complete the task of living your best life. You can complete the task of finishing something you started. I'm guilty of it too. Plan something, started off before a trend of a time and fall off the wagon. But this time, falling off the wagon is not an option. It's not an option. This time around, it's something new, something different, something needed, something to embrace, something that's part of you. When you envision something, it becomes part of you. When you write it down, it becomes part of you. So instead of falling off or not completing it or giving up in the in between, hey, celebrate number one. You identified your needs. Celebrate it. Write it down. Celebrate it. You identified your needs, either personal. Celebrate it. Enjoy it. Envision that accomplishment, mentally envision it and celebrate it. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a hand clap. Say you go girl or you go guy, whichever way you want to word it. Celebrate yourself. And once you have celebrated step one, step two, write it down. I wrote it down. Celebrate it. Envision it. Embrace it. Love on you and making sure that you can constantly meet those goals that you're setting out to do for 2019. And again, celebrate. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. And when you start celebrating yourself, you are more in tune with you. You are giving yourself that appreciation. You are loving on you, celebrating yourself. So let 2019 be a new task. Not even task. Don't say task because that seems overwhelming. But a new opportunity. New opportunity, new changes, a new breakthrough, new growth. Growth is always good. New growth. So if you set out, say, hey, I want to meet a financial goal. Your financial goal, let's say small, $500 extra. And that month you made $100 extra. That's a small goal. It was something you didn't have before. So celebrate that $100. But guess what? You got 4 more hundreds to go. And each time you get closer and closer to your goal financially, celebrate it. Enjoy it. You did the work. You should enjoy it. Personal goal. You want to love on yourself more. Spend time with yourself. Give yourself that opportunity to gain a closer understanding and revelation of who you are and celebrate it. Compliment yourself. Sometimes we don't compliment ourselves enough. It's not being wearing an ego on your shoulder or anything. You are loving on you. So love on yourself. Celebrate that. We don't do it often. So if you treat yourself out or you treated yourself with anything, celebrate it. Compliment yourself. Spiritual goal. Maybe you want to meditate. Or you want to go to church or the mosque or whatever it is that you consider spiritual. Celebrate it. Take the necessary step. You want to get outside of your house and you want to mingle. You want to network with people. Celebrate that. You got out the house. I want to get out the house on Friday night at such and such time. And you actually made it out the house on Friday night at such and such time. And you met up with some people or you met new people and you had an awesome time at whatever location you choose to go to. Celebrate it. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Because each steps add up to the bigger picture. You meeting those goals that you have set out for 2019 and carrying it out throughout the whole year of 2019. So again, identify your needs. Envision yourself in that space. Once you have envisioned yourself in that space, write it down. Write it down. Write down the steps it takes to get to that place that you saw yourself in mentally. Write it down. Write the steps down that you envision yourself or you saw yourself taking when you envisioned yourself in that space. Write down those steps that you saw yourself taking or that you have took in your mental space, so that you can take the necessary and the same steps if need be to get to that space in the physical. And always, always, always celebrate. Celebrate the small victories as if they were big. So guess what? When you celebrate the small, when you get to the big, you already know how to celebrate. And again, embrace your new 2019. Embrace your 2019. This is a whole new transitioning moment where all the things that you promised yourself in the past that you didn't quite meet, you're more in alignment to meet those goals or meet that agenda for 2019. And you have the steps necessary to do it. Everything you want or everything you desire or everything that you need is already within you. The only thing is you need to tap into it. You need to tap into those skill sets, identify them, and move into that space. And once you do that, guess what? You're right. Celebrate. Celebrate. Celebrate and celebrate and celebrate and enjoy it. Enjoy that process. Enjoy that time. Enjoy the whole process of learning. And if there's something that you're unsure about or you're not 100% sure on or how to access certain things, always, always, always know there's research already out there. Uniform Resources is always available. Uniformresources.com offer a plethora of services to help navigate and partner with you to get you to the next step in your life for 2019 and beyond. So set those goals. Let's do it. Let's win together. Whatever accomplishments that you have made so far, and if this video was helpful to you or anyone, please share it. Also visit the website, and we'll really appreciate that. Thank you for your time. Again, this is the first video, so I hope it went well for you guys. Yeah, definitely give us feedback. And also, if there's any particular topic that you would like for us to cover, no matter what the topic may or may not be, and that you may have in mind at the moment, you may have it in mind later. So just let us know what it is. And again, we're more than willing to do the research and that's needed to help you get to your next level. Again, visit the website, sign up for our membership. It's free. Our email listing. We would not sell your information to anyone. It is just be used for Uniform Resources purposes only. Again, thank you for your time. My name is Tamika Wright, and I am one who is very passionate about helping people to identify that change that is needed in their life, as well as help them to navigate to get to the place that they want to be in. And again, you can see all the services that are provided on uniformresources.com. And also, if you forget that, you can do Tamika, TAMIKEWRIGHT.com, and it will also lead you to Uniform Resources website. Again, thank you for your time. I hope everyone have a nice night. And again, always remember, celebrate your small wins as though they are your big wins. And I look forward to many more videos. This is the first one again, and we will be doing many, many more. So have a nice night, and thank you for your